So I says, look at the image on your screen. I mean, this is Elena Jessica. Take a good look. She's radiant, she's stylish, and she's a twin, which means she had a soulmate from the womb, if we can put it that way. Now, Elena was a lifestyle influencer, a woman who lived her life in front of the camera, and by all accounts, she was winning. Now, she already had the dream body. She had a successful BBA done before. She was snatched. I mean, she was confident and she was beautiful. But somewhere along the line, enough was not enough. Now, for her birthday, she wanted a touch up, a second round. So she went to a top surgeon who did the test and told her, no, your skin is too tight. Your body is not fit for a second procedure. It is too risky. Now, sis, my point is, when life gives you a warning that loud, what else do you want God to do for you? Do you listen? Or do you keep searching until you find a yes? So Elena found a clinic that said yes. And today, our twin sister is left to tell the story alone. Now, Elena went to Cyanojo Aesthetic in Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria. This is a clinic that recently moved from Maryland to a more eyebrow area, if you get what I mean. Now, despite the previous medical rejection she received elsewhere, this clinic accepted her. And that is a bit concerning. So this other clinic, they accepted her without any warning, without anything. Okay, they went through with the surgery. It went well. Now, but almost immediately after, the dream turned into a literal horror movie. Complications didn't wait. Infections set in. And you know one thing about this kind of surgery, this BBL, lipo, and all, is, I mean, the infection. Okay, the infection. So these infections set in. There are videos. Or when I say there are videos, I won't show them here. Some are actually very graphic. When I say very graphic, you don't even want to see it. They are circulating, but out of respect, I'm not going to show it. Of Elena in her final days, this lady went through hell. She suffered. When I say she suffered, she suffered. This time, she was not an influencer anymore. She was a woman in agonizing, unbearable pain. Unbearable pain. The scream. The way she was screaming. Oh, that was, I mean, her screams were heart-wrenching. Her friends and her twin sister claimed that when things got bad, the clinic didn't have the resources or the urgency to save her. They had to move her to a different hospital entirely just to get her proper help. But by the time she got there, it was too late. Her body, which she wanted to improve, simply gave up on her. Now, let's talk about the clinic. Cyanojo Aesthetics. Sis, we have to do our homework. This is not the first time a family has stood outside those doors crying for justice. Yes, when it comes to that particular clinic, a whole lot has been said about that clinic. Reports indicate that Elena is the third high-profile case to come out of this specific establishment. So wondering why they are accepted her, this might actually be why. We saw similar stories years ago when they were located in Maryland. Now, my point is this. Why are these clinics allowed to keep their doors open? In the medical world, when you go for elective surgery, you sign a waiver, a 50-50 deal. They tell you it could go either way. But when either way starts happening consistently, is it still an accident or is it a lack of standard? We see these beautiful white walls, the luxury Ikoyi address, and the celebrity endorsement, and we think we're safe. But a yes from a doctor who ignores a no from another doctor is a massive red flag. We have to stop being lured by the location and start looking at the survival rate. Now, let's talk about this. Heart to heart. Why do we do it? Ladies, why do we do some of the things that we do? Elena was already in the 1% of beauty. This lady was actually beautiful without all of these. She had the influencer lifestyle. She had the twin bond. We are living in an era where natural is treated like a flaw. We are told that our waists can always be smaller and our hips can always be wider. It's a drug, sis. It's called body, dysmorphia. And the industry feeds on it. When Elena's first doctor told her her skin was too tight, that was the physical limit. Her body was literally saying, I am full, I cannot stretch anymore. But the psychological pressure to be perfect for the next birthday shoot, the next vacation, or the next 100K followers made her ignore her own biology. Sis, at what point do we look in the mirror and say, I am enough? Because if the goalpost for perfection keeps moving, you will eventually run yourself off a cliff trying to catch it. You can never meet the standard of this world. Elena Jessica should be here. She should be celebrating her birthday with her twin. Instead, she's a cautionary tale. She's now what people say, you don't want to end up like that lady. Here's what I need us to take away from this story today. If a reputable doctor tells you no, do not shop for a yes. They aren't trying to stop your glow, they are trying to keep your heart beating. And that's the truth. A no does not mean that you're hated, not just when it comes to medication and all. All right. There are times that someone can tell you a no. It does not mean that you're hated. It just means that God loves you enough to still keep you on earth. Don't look at the clinic's Instagram to see who they've snatched. Go to the forums, talk to the families, look for the names of the women who didn't make it to the after photo. Just because a clinic is in Ikoyi or Miami or Beverly Hills doesn't mean it's safe. Safety is found in medical ethics, not in marble floors. We're just praying for Elena's twin sister and her family. To lose a sibling is hard, but to lose a twin is like losing half of yourself. Now, from one recording, Elena's twin was saying, I told her to go and remove that thing she did. But she said, she's already done it, but she's going to even go for another one. At what point do you look at yourself and say that I am enough? At what point do you look at yourself? So let's talk in the comments. I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt that pressure to fix something that wasn't even broken? Because my point is, your life is worth more than anything. If you found value in this, subscribe to the channel, join the sisterhood, and let's keep looking out for one another. I am Esther, and this is Sis My Point Is. Stay safe, stay smart, and remember, you're already exactly where you need to be. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.